Hey guys, how's it going? Salesforce Gamer here, and I want to talk about my boot camp experience. I got out about a week and a half ago out of boot camp, but I got discharged. So I have some Battlefield 4 gameplay in the background, so you guys can enjoy that while I talk. So, um, I left September 12th for boot camp, I believe. Went to MEPS. MEPS was, experience, the fucking ballerina bowl, doing all that. Your underwear and stuff. But
Coming up behind us,
I mean,
coming from north
you get
side.
there and the nerves just kick in as soon as you land. I mean, I took a plane there. I'm from Seattle, and I took a plane to San Diego for Marine Corps Depot. San Diego is, and I flew in, and as soon as I flew in, I just got the nerves of, oh my God, here we go. And you land, and a bus takes you. No, you go to the USO. You land, go to the USO, and then you get on a. There's drill instructors there waiting for you, and they split you up. And you get on the bus, and they like, get your heads down, no looking out the window. So you put your head in your crotch, and you're pretty much just just waiting to die.
On your
And you get
belly.
there. As soon as you get there, get off the bus. You know, like all the videos. And it was just, you don't really like. You feel like, oh, I'm gonna like freak out, but when you get there, everything kind of just like. You just kind of like space out and just do your thing and just listen. And so that whole week is receiving week until you can get there on a Monday, and you don't meet your actual drill instructor till Friday, Black Friday. So I'll get into that. And so receiving week, you stay for like 3 days of just hell of paperwork and dental and eyes and just pain in the ass of doing all that shit.
One
So
inside, one inside.
once receiving week's done, you kind of gel with your platoon. Most guys get split up. So after receiving week, kind of everyone just kind of goes away. So you get put in like 80. I think our platoon was 86 when we started. So wow, Black Friday. Oh, that's a whole nother topic. Um, well, Black Friday. What can I say about it? Well, you sit down. They put you down, and then they made us look down. So you look down. You're like, oh my gosh. You hear a door open. You're like, oh my God. And they're like, look up. So you look up, and they give a speech about what's going to be taking place for the next 3 months, 13 weeks while you're there. And when I first saw my drill instructors, I was just like, oh, fuck. Because you see them, and my drill instructor, my senior drill instructor, Staff Sergeant Made, dude was pretty yoked. He was a tank. And you just see him, and you're just like, fuck. And that whole day is just torture and hell, and they dump all your stuff out, put it back, and different companies. So there's different companies. I was my company. Different companies do different things, and my company's notorious for being one of the hardest companies there is. And yeah, it sucked. It's a lot of yelling and screaming and stuff, but so once Black Friday's done, you're still a recruit. I mean, being a recruit is awful. I mean, you don't know how recruit you are till you're like Marine Week, where you're a Marine, and because I got dropped. I got dropped officially on M6 the day before graduation, and which sucked. I mean, I became a Marine, but I mean, I don't really count it that much as being a Marine because I didn't go to MCT or anything. So, I mean, I guess I can made the title, I earned the title, but I mean, I don't really count it. But
He's on the red side, he's running away.
um,
Back on my hill.
yeah, you don't really know how recruit you are until you see other recruits when you're like a Marine, and like how stupid they act, I guess you could say. So, um, like I was saying, what was I saying? Anyways, so you meet your drill instructors, that's all grand, and then you start like drilling and stuff. Drill, I was not a big fan of drill. My company, they do a lot of drilling, and I mean, it's cool and all, but it just was not for me. So, um, you meet your drill instructors, you do all that, and then every week you have tedious stuff you have to do, like whether it's swim qual, swim calls, I think it's like the 4th or 5th week of boot camp. And, I mean, swim call's alright. I mean, it's pretty easy. The first, like, because they make you take the basic swim call and you have to pass that, obviously. And then the next day they have intermediate. I didn't pass intermediate because it just sucks, but basic swim call, they just make you jump off of stuff, make sure you can swim. I mean, you don't have to be a fish. You just have to be able to survive in the water. Because, I mean, Marines, they are amphibious. That's what we are for. But, I mean, it was fun, I guess. I had a blast sometimes. My drill instructors they didn't really notice me till the end of boot camp. I had one drill instructor, Sergeant Gutierrez. That man hated me towards the end of boot camp. During the Crucible, I did every obstacle twice during the Crucible, and it was fucking awful. So, but let me get back. So, after the 4th or 5th week, you do initial drill, and my platoon, my platoon boogered initial drill. Essentially, what boogering is you got last place, and the other platoons will not. You will have it for like the whole, even if you place first in final drill. If you booger initial drill, they're just gonna fuck with you. So, after initial drill, you go to Camp Pendleton. That's where you start learning how to be somewhat of a Marine. Essentially, you learn combat and field and all that good stuff. And I mean, I shot pretty good. I mean, I shot expert. First table I shot, it's set up in 2 tables. You shoot kind of like, it's non-combat shooting. You just learn how to shoot the basics. And I shot a 230 out of 250, I believe. And yeah. And then I shot a 98 out of 100 on table 2. And I got 2 double feeds. And they wouldn't give me my points back. So they screwed me out of 100. But I shot pretty good. I enjoy shooting M16A4. Nowadays, you shoot M16A4 with an RCO. And I don't remember the optics. I think it's 3.5 zoom. I don't really know that much about weapons or guns, but I think that's a 3.5 zoom. But, yeah, you shoot in the sitting, kneeling, and standing for table 1, and then you do, like, combat 100 yards, and then, like, closer, I think it's 25 yards or something like that, at able targets and stuff like that. So, it's fun. The hikes, if you're not a good hiker, before you go to boot camp, you want to learn how to hike, because the hikes there, you do what is it, 3, 4, no, 3, 6, 8, I think it's 3, 6, 8. You do a 3, 6, and 8 mile hike, and my company, so I was talking to like some people, and apparently some companies on the 8 mile hike don't do the beach hike. And we did the beach hike, and it sucked. Think of like the thickest sand ever with your rucksack. I mean, the rucksack, I've heard stories of it being heavier, but ours was, I'm not a big dude, I'm a pretty skinny dude. And for me, I'm a long distance runner. I mean, PFTs and stuff, I was pretty good. I ran a 19 something on them. But the hikes, the rucksack was not for me. I mean, I'm not that big. So we were doing the hikes and we were walking through the sand, and on the way back I totally just ate shit. I sunk into the sand, and my weapon, my M16, was just sandy as all could be, and I could not get up. Luckily, a friend of mine from my platoon helped me get up because I was just not having it, could not get up. So luckily he was there, picked me up, kept going, finished the hike. And on Saturdays at Camp Pendleton, you get hamburgers. And let me tell you, after the hikes, you're just looking at the hamburger like, oh my god, lovely. It's so good. And so you eat it, right? And of course you get some time to eat. I mean, chow at boot camp is pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't want to like give too much to you guys because I want you to have your own experience too. But chow there is pretty damn good. I loved it. But so you eat your hamburger, and so on the last week, you're there for 4 weeks. And the last week you don't have a hike to do. And on the last week I'm like, yeah, no hike. I'm not gonna be that tired. getting eat this awesome hamburger. I'm in the chow line talking to him like, dude, this hamburger's gonna be so fucking good. No hike. I'm not tired. Just gonna enjoy this hamburger. Motherfuckers don't have hamburgers. They ran out. So you know what I got? I got a fucking chicken burger with pickles on it. And I was just like, fuck me, right? Fuck me. So that sucked. And then when you get back from Camp Hell and you're like the big boys on Depot. You're just back. You know how to kill people, stuff like that. And that's when fucking drill just kicks in. You learn final drill. And that's like the admin part of boot camp. Oh, is P90 right here? I really want to get it. I really want to lock it because I was doing work. Anyways. Final drill. Our senior drill instructor was a god at final drill. This dude got 100. So even the drill instructors get rated for drill. And this dude got 100 on ours. And we placed third. So we kind of got our shit together towards the end of boot camp. But yeah, that's when you get your uniforms, you get fitted, your dress blues, and in my opinion, your dress blues are sexy, but your dress greens are fucking sick. They're green, and then everything else is blackened out. You have all your buttons with the emblems just murdered out black, and then if you're lucky, I was a private, so I didn't have any rank insignia, but the yellow with like the red on your greens just looks sick. It just makes you look even more badass. Like, so your uniforms are all nice and just everything's better in third phase, I guess you'd say. But I mean, they don't let up. They say what drill, kill, chill is the little thing. First phase you drill, second phase you kill, third phase is chill. Is bullshit. Whoever made that up is a fucking complete liar. So, third phase, yeah, you do all your admin stuff, so like, you get your orders of what's gonna happen, and luckily I was supposed to have, recruiter assistance, but I never got it, because obviously I got discharged, and, yeah, I mean, third phase, I'll talk about the Crucible a little bit. Crucible, luckily, I don't know if it's lucky or not, but we had, usually you go there on a Sunday or a Saturday, I'm not sure, I forgot, but Monday, is usually, the gas chamber, but we had Thanksgiving, so they decided to do the gas chamber on second phase, and then push, the Crucible back to Monday, so we started on Monday instead of Tuesday, and so, we didn't rain there. The company after us, it poured apparently, and they just got it was miserable. But it didn't rain for us at all, so that was good. And I mean, all it is a culmination of all the stuff you've done. So pretty much all like the little oak courses. That's just all like your obstacle course of like what you might have to do in combat, like pull yourself up of buildings or a rope or something, and you do that in one of them, and just like teamwork stuff. Like I remember there was this wall and you had to climb yourself up. You had to get everyone over, I mean, and it's just like you have to use teamwork, otherwise you're not gonna pass. And the video's winding down. I got about 40 seconds left. Game's almost over. And I just want to say, I mean, if you're looking to go in the Marine Corps is definitely the hardest of boot camps. I mean, I've talked some of my friends are in the Army boot camp, a couple Navy, and I don't know any in the Air Force, but if you want to get like trained, you go to Marine Corps boot camp. My friend he was a bigger guy. He was pushing over the weight limit, and now he lost a lot of weight, and he's now in really, really good shape. So if you want to work, that's the place to go. So, well, if you want to know more, just leave a comment. See y'all, Scammer. See you guys.